Great for us, building our confidence as a team.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
moments away. We are just tipping off the season. When you look around the league doors, what are you tracking?
Probably two things, B.A. The rookies. I always am so curious to see how they respond in their debut. And then the new signings for different teams. What does the fit look like?
A look at Indiana's starting group. We've got Clint Capella, and it's Jennings in at the 1.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Now here's Hardaway. Coming off a terrific game against Cleveland. Harden, good.
Well, this is just great competitive spirit by James Harden. You make a three, he's coming right back.
Exum passes to Jennings. Pass to Stackhouse. The 3 is rebounded by Tisdale. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's the pick. Here's Owens. 6 to shoot. Goes up from the top of the key. Indiana with a rebound. Here's Jennings. Pass to Exum. Lots of room. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic.
Yeah, B.A. He completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip to the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Well, the athleticism with Dante Exum takes flight and flushes it home.
Outside Harden. Pass to Hardaway. Shoots. Charlotte, no good that time either.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Here's Jennings. And it's out of bounds to Indiana. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. You take a look at Hardaway. Boy, you'd love to have this guy on your team. What a passer.
Not a lot of guys have better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Jennings passes to Capella. Clock at 6. Let's go with a 3.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Harden, the pass to Hardaway. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
Oh, just such a terrific lead guard. James Harden knows and has a feel for when to pass the basketball.
Pass to Jennings. Exum outside. Capella, screen on Hardaway. Pure from three-point range. Jennings has got 6 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Hardaway. Takes it inside.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. The Pacers have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Charles Lee. I asked him, how do you plan to deal with Luka Doncic? He laughed and said, I think that's a question the entire league is asking. Luka is amazing. He's been a superstar from day one, and what impresses me the most is his poise. Nothing seems to get to him. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
substitution, number 44, Keith Van Holen.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Tisdale passes to Hardaway. Outside Harden. Out left to the wing. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Just 5 on the clock. Charlotte needs to get off a shot. And it's Ellison missing. Indiana leading by 4. And for head coach Rick Carlisle, this is the 3rd stint with the Indiana Pacers.
He begins as an assistant coach with them back in 1997, leaves the organization, but returns as the head coach in 2003, leaves after 2007, and then back in 2021, and now, of course, the winningest coach in franchise history. Some shooters might overthink a wide-open shot. Not this guy.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to Jennings. Another 3 for Indiana.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Hornets trail by 8. Now Hardaway. Outside Harden.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 58 left in the first quarter. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And the Hornets making a change here. Ingram's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Anderson's checked in.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Pass to Harden. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Van Horn. Indiana leading by 11. Exum outside. Here's Van Horn. Launches it. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Harden. They set a pick. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Ellison. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Here's Van Horn. Another one falls for Indiana.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Owens, the pass to Ellison. Here's Tisdale. Outside Ingram. Harden from outside. Sinks it from distance. Harden's got 6.
Now James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot by Stackhouse, no good. Hornets trail by 11. Ingram finds Harden. Here's Ellison, guarded by Capella. Here's Owens. Shot on the wing. That one no good. And so it's the Indiana Pacers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Pacers?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Brandon Boston is out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Brandon Ingram, and it's Reed in at power forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me." It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's going in or not. There's a lot to think about and then decide. Back to you guys.
He keeps them guessing. Allie, thank you. Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Rasmussen. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Brown passes to Anderson. Here's Van Horn. Can't get it to drop. Nice D from Reed. Here's Ingram. That one drops for him. Ingram's got his first 2 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Meeks. Here's Jennings, defended by Hardaway. Jennings passes to Varejao. Soft touch off the glass. Varejao's got his first points of the night.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Such a wide open look. Hardaway's got 5. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
Jennings, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Back to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Brown with the block.
Oh, the big-time block from Jaylen Brown. You can see defensively he is elite.
Hornets trail by 10. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Hardaway from outside. Again, Hardaway missing. Indiana's gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Brown passes to Varejao. Jacks up a 3. Jennings' shot is good. 15 points in the game.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So both teams changing it up here. Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. James Harden is second.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Owens. Fires for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Exum outside. Here's Jennings. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Tisdale. Tisdale's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Hardaway. He's got 5. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Indiana. Now here's Exum. Outside, Brown. Pass to Van Horn. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Van Horn's got 10 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Van Horn. 10 points for him. There's a screen. 4-3. Owens grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Harden. 1:44 left in the second. Over to the left wing. Here's Ellison. And Charlotte, another three.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Exum passes to Brown. Here's Van Horn for three. Nope, 4 for 7 now. Here's Owens, defended by Brown. Three-pointer, Harden. He can't get that one to fall.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
So nice passing by Indiana here. Pass to Stackhouse. Three-pointer. Shot's no good. Made 4, he's missed 4 now. Hardaway with it. Give him 8. On the wing, Harden. 34 seconds left in the half. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, that's great execution. James Harden with a pretty dime.
30 seconds left in the first half of this one. Outside, Brown. Back to Exum. Here's Van Horn. No good. Had a chance to win the run there.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
And here's Hardaway. There's the triple. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Indiana ahead. They lead by 5. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. Coach, what's the message that you're going to deliver to the guys in the locker room?
You know, we just got to maintain energy. We're playing against a team that's a really good team. We got to keep turnovers down. We got to rebound.
Energy is something you can control. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break. Ready for the second half.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Indiana Pacers. What's most important in a situation like this?
Staying focused, locked in, and not getting sick or distracted.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Indiana Pacers.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals how they reflect that.
Keeping everyone involved, keeping everyone engaged.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And here's Harden. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. It's a 5-point game. It's off to L.A. after this game where they'll face the Clippers. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. They've got Dante Exum, and it's Stackhouse in at the 3 slot. Now here's Exum. Pass to Jennings. And there's the screen. Back to Exum. The 3 ball on target from range. Exum's got 5 points.
Really good anticipation by Dante Exum. He feels the defense laying off, and he sticks it.
Outside Harden. Here's Owens. Hardaway, the pass to Tisdale. And there's the rejection. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Just 2 to shoot. Owens, that's good.
The playmaking of Hardy just continues to evolve. He's so crafty with his passes.
Pacers leading by 5. Now Exum. He's got 5. They set the pick. Here's Jennings from behind the arc. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
Well, Dante Exum knocking down shots will put a smile on this team's face. He continues to work on the offensive end.
Charlotte's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. And timeout called by Charles Lee. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Here's Tisdale. Here's Owens. Back to Hardaway. Takes a 3. And Verjao pulls it down.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
Right wing. Jennings passes to Stackhouse. Pass to Jennings. He takes it in. Here's Stackhouse. He has 6. No good on the 3. Outside Harden. Here's Owens. Indiana with a rebound. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Screen by Capella. To the inside. The ball's knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Owens. And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And it's time to give you a look at the top 3-point shooting teams from a year ago. 5th, the Hornets.
Last year, they were so good at generating open looks from the distance. That's why their 3-point shooting was so high.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
Outside Hardaway. Tisdale passes to Ellison. Here's Owens. Launches a 3. The Pacers pull it in. Verjao's got 4 rebounds in the game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. LeBron James talked winning teams. He said to be successful, you got to have 1, possibly 2 stars, but at the end of the day, you have to have those soldiers around them. You got to have the supporting cast and the rest of those guys that are going to be ready to go. B.A.?
A team effort. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. Out of bounds, Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. All right, let's examine the distribution between 3s and 2s tonight for Indiana.
Yeah, plenty of shots raining down from outside the arc. They're stretching out the defense and forcing them to leave the inside unprotected, which only makes it easier to get to the hoop.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the 3rd. 5 on the clock. Tries it from the top of the key, and he nails the jumper. And now a 12-point Pacer lead.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
Pass to Hardaway. To stop the drought. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Assisted.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Drills it from deep. Hardaway's got 11 points.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Indiana making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Hornets trail by 11. Now here's Harden. 9 points in the game. Pass to Ellison. Outside Hardaway. To the wing on the left. Tisdale passes to Hardaway. Shoots over Mills. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Indiana leading by 11. Now here's Exum. Defended by Harden. Here's Jennings. And there's a pick. Back to Exum. There's the three. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Charlotte again missing.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Here's Jennings. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Hornets trail by 11. Outside Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. Charlotte again missing.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Pass to Jennings from deep. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it. Brandon Ingram is checked in for Charlotte. .46 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Owens. Anderson covers. Three-pointer. Harden gets the three ball to go. Harden's got 12 points.
What James Harden simply stated is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
Pass to Jennings. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Owens. Down low. Here's Ellison. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And so it's Indiana. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. They've got Tim Hardaway. He's out there with Brandon Boston. And it's Ingram in at the 3. That's the Hornets 5.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out. Spacing the floor. That's his third triple of the game and his second in this half.
Now here's Anderson. Right side Brown. Pass to Anderson. Clock at 6. Here's Varejao. Misses the jumper. Outside Ingram. Now Hardaway. Inside. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And here's Indiana now. After the basket by Charlotte. Great open look there. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
they just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They've led by as many as 14. And here's Brown for three. Hornets trail by 4. Hardaway, the pass to Harden. Here's Ellison. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Anderson passes to Varejao. Here's Van Horn. He drops it from range.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
The Hornets have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Outside Harden. The 3 is up. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
James Harden understands answering a 3 with your own 3 negates any momentum of your opponent.
They set the pick. Here's Stackhouse. Another 3 for Indiana.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Harden misses. Indiana leading by 5. Outside, Brown. Here's Van Horn. Again, the Pacers. Good for 2 more.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Owens is checked in for Jackson. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Now here's Hardaway. The D's right on him. Count that bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Jennings. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Hornets trail by 8. Hardaway with it. Here's Ellison. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, and on a night where he's been so smart handling the ball, that's his first big mistake.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
Now here's Hardaway. He's guarded closely. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
He knocks down the jumper.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Hornets trail by 10. From deep. Oh, the shot is off.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Lets it go from 14. Oh, he can't hit it. Charlotte, they're working against the clock now. For 3. Capella pulls it down. Indiana's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Here's Jennings, defended by Hardaway. 6 to shoot. No good from 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Harden. Shoots a 3. And he nails it.
The three-point shooting of James Harden has always been pure.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. They've led by as many as 14. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Let's loose for 3.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
So the